Hello, this is Wajahat Nazeer, and today I'm recording a lecture on algebra. This lecture is recorded in English language, but after this lecture, I will also record lecture in Urdu and Hindi. So stay with me. So let's start. First of all, what is algebra? And believe me, if you follow my lecture from start till end, you will be able to get the basics plus advance about algebra. Okay? Algebra is the branch of mathematics. I don't want to repeat. Algebra is the branch of mathematics. So let me write the definition. What is algebra? Algebra is a branch of mathematics in which symbols, usually letters, are used to represent quantities that can be replaced by a number, or an expression. This is the definition of algebra. Algebra is a branch of mathematics in which symbols, usually letters, are used to represent quantities that can be replaced by a number or an expression. So, first of all, to understand what we say, the definition, we have one main point which is regarding the expression. We must understand that what expression is. Then we will be able to understand about algebra in depth. Okay. To understand expression, we first understand the term. What is a term in algebra? Okay. A term is a name given to a number or a variable or a combination of both the number with variable. For example, A, if we write A, this is a term. If we write 2, this is a term. If we write 2A, this will also be treated as term. We write 3xy, this is a term. 4n square is a term. 5ab is a term. So these are the terms. Those are called the algebraic terms. In algebra, A, 2, 2a, 3xy, 4n square, 5ab, these all are treated as term. Clear? Now, the combination of any two terms, will be treated as expression. Clear? For example, we have one term. First of all, let me define more detail that what is algebraic term. Let me write 4n cube. So we have to do the dissection of this algebraic term. We have already stated, I just said that either a, 2, 2a, 3xy, 4n square, 5ab, these all are the term in algebra. Now we are explaining the term more in detail and we are doing the dissection of an algebraic term. We are breaking down these algebraic terms to understand what is an algebraic term. So this 4 is known as coefficient. This n is known as a variable, and this 3 has 4 different names. This 3 has 4 different names. The first one, sometimes people call it the power, sometimes people call it exponent. This can also be called the indice, or this also called as the index. So this 3 can be known as power, exponent, indice, or index. 4 is the coefficient, n is the variable. So this is the algebraic term. Any combination of 2 algebraic terms will become an expression. Okay? For example, another algebraic term is x. X individually is an algebraic term. X plus 4n cube will become an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression. So this x plus 4n cube is known as the algebraic expression or expression in algebra. Individually 4n cube, 2, 2a, 3, 3a, 5ab are algebraic term, but when 2 terms are joined together, when 2 terms are added together, they will become algebraic expression. Okay, now move on to the next. Now I am writing an algebraic parts of algebraic expression. Now I am writing an algebraic expression, for example 7n cube plus 2. Again we will perform a dissection, we will perform the division, we will perform the breakup of this algebraic term, and we will try to understand that what are the components involved here. This 7 is the coefficient, this n is the variable, this 2 is a constant. Constant will always be, it can be a number, it can be a decimal, it can be a fraction. A constant can be a decimal. For example, we are writing 5.2. Instead of 2, we can write 5.2. That will treat it as constant. We can write 3/2 instead of 2. That will be the constant. It will remain the constant. So either it will be in decimal, either it will be in fraction. That will be treated as the constant in algebraic expression. The main thing, the constant will be written without using any variable. Okay. Now n is the variable and 3 again is the exponent or power or index or indice. And let me change the color of the marker. I don't know whether I am able to find it, but yep, I have one. And this, the sign is known as operator. Operator or operation in algebraic expression. Clear? Now we are moving ahead. In order to understand the algebra basic, we have to understand five things about algebra. So what are those? 5 major skills, we can say. 5 major skills to understand algebra. Number 1, Exponent, we have covered it. Exponent or the power or the indices. For example, I'm writing 7n cube. So this 3 is the power or exponent of in algebra. Yeah, 10 minutes have been passed. Yeah, I will try to finish my lecture in between 20-25 minutes, so it can be easily uploaded. You can hire me as an online tutor, or you can simply call me to tell me that what topics I should record. Must click the like button also. I will be thankful to you. The second part is, apart from exponent or power, we have the second is, we must understand what is expression. As I have explained, the combination of two terms, the combination of two terms is known as expression. Okay, 7n cube is one term, 5ab is another term. If we put a minus sign in between, then it will become an expression. If I put a minus sign in between, then it will become an expression. Okay, the third point. The third point, we must understand the polynomial. Polynomial is the third important factor to understand algebra. An expression, if expression contain one term, will be treated as monomial. So a polynomial are of three types: A, B, C. Either it will be monomial, either it will be binomial, or it will be trinomial. So either it will be a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. If one term is there, it will be treated as monomial. One term. One term is written, then it will be monomial. If there are two terms, this will be treated as binomial. If there are three terms, then it will be called the polynomial. So we are learning about the 5 major skills which we need to understand for algebra. One is exponent or power, the second one is expression, third one is polynomial, in which we are saying one is monomial, binomial, or trinomial. So let's take the examples. If we are talking about a term, if when one term is involved, one term, for example, we are saying 5a. 5a is one term. It will be treated as monomial. When I'm writing 5a plus 2ab, this will become binomial, because 5a is one term, 2ab is another term. So this will become binomial. Two terms are involved. 5a is one term. This is the first. This is the second term. So this will become binomial. Now the third, for example, 5a plus 2ab minus 7c. Now we have involved the three terms. This is trinomial or multinomial. Trinomial or multinomial. This is the first term. This is the second term. And this is the third term. So trinomial. It's better to say it the trinomial. Now, what are the like terms and unlike terms? We are talking about 5 major skills which you need to understand. 5 major skills to understand. The first one is exponential power. The second one is expression. The third one is polynomial. Now I'm talking about the fourth one. Like and unlike terms. So let's talk about like terms first. That what are like terms? 2ab and 4ab. Look at this. The variables are same. The coefficient is different. But we will say that these are the like terms. Variables involved are same. But the coefficients are different. We will say like terms. Like 2c and 9c. Like 2a cube and 5a cube. Even I should write the 2a cube and 2a cube. These are the like terms. These all are like terms. So now what are the unlike terms? Now what are the unlike terms? 7c and 2a are unlike terms. Unlike terms. These are the unlike terms. 7ab square and even if I write 7a square b, look at this. Here the exponent is on b, here the exponent is on a. Although 7, the coefficients are same, but the variable a b square is not equals to a square b. A b square is not equals to a square b. What does it mean? That these are the unlike terms. And now we are moving on to the last part, the constant. Constant. As we have discussed before, that I'm writing two terms together. For example, 7n cube minus 5a plus 11. So I'm writing this time is a fraction. It can be 11 over 3. It can be, instead of 11 over 3, I'm putting 5 on this. This will be a constant. This will be a constant. Or it can be 5.7. So either it will be in decimal, either it will be in fraction, either it will be a number. These all are treated as constant in algebra, and we must understand these 5 main things. The first, again, I'm writing it again here. The first one, I have told you the exponent. The second one is expression. The third one is polynomial. The fourth one, we have discussed the like versus unlike terms. And the fifth one will be called the constant. Yup, 18 minutes are passed. I'm trying my level best to complete this lecture within 25 to 30 minutes so that we must understand the algebra in 30 minutes. Yeah. What's next? What is next? I don't want to miss, so I have written everything. Algebra. Algebraic expression is done. Types of equation. Types of equation. Now I'm writing types equation. We have many types of equations, but for basic, to start with, you must understand 3 types of equation. One is linear equation. Second one is quadratic equation. And the third one is cubic equation. So what are these types of equation? So first we will take that what is a linear equation. When it comes to linear equation, whenever you draw a graph of linear equation, a line will be developed. Linear equation will always give you a line. What is the standard form of linear equation? Linear equation will always be like this: ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, where a, b are the coefficients of x and y respectively, and c is a constant, and whenever you draw the graph of this linear equation, that will always be a straight line. So linear equation will be ax plus by plus c, and you can see that the exponent of x and y is 1. And we don't need to write it. We don't need to write the power of x and y, but it is 1 in linear equation. Why I'm telling this? Because to understand quadratic equation, to understand the concept of quadratic equation, let me write down the standard form: ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equals to 0. What does it mean? It means you have to include the a, x square, because the highest power of any equation, when it will be a square, then you can only treat that equation as a quadratic equation. For example, 2x square is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation because the x square term is there, although bx plus c is missing in this, but we still treat 2x square is equals to 0 as the quadratic equation. The second one is 2x square minus 7x is equals to 0. Still, it is the quadratic equation. We are saying 2x square minus 9 is equals to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. 2x square minus 6x plus 12 is equals to 0 will be treated as a quadratic equation. So these are all the types of quadratic equation. Mainly the highest power, what is the common factor? Look at this, the common factor. X square, always the square is there. That equation will be treated as quadratic equation. Now why I'm focusing on the x square? Because we were talking about three types of equation. Linear, the power of x on y was 1 and will always make a straight line. Quadratic equation, the power of x is square, and the third one you can now imagine, the cube. The cubic equation, when the power of x is cube. In any equation, when the power comes to cube, that will be treated as cubic equation. And this is the end of my lecture. I hope you have enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope we have covered everything, but still a lot of things are remaining, which I will record in my second lesson. You can subscribe my channel, you can watch my videos, so your knowledge can be improved. You can hire me as an online tutor. My number is written over here. It's at my back, +92300 256 2296, and definitely we will record more lesson in the continuation of this, in which we will explain the rules of fraction, we will rule the exponent rules, and a lot more. So stay tuned with me. Keep watching my lecture. Keep watching my videos. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.